Fishes represent the most diverse group of vertebrates on Earth, an astonishing success story spanning over 500 million years of evolution. They inhabit virtually every aquatic environment imaginable, from the crushing pressures and perpetual darkness of the deep sea to the ephemeral puddles of desert oases, and from the freezing Arctic ice floes to the boiling thermal vents of the ocean floor. Their collective biology, behavior, and ecological roles are so varied that studying fish is akin to studying all terrestrial life. The range of forms is truly breathtaking. At a fundamental level, a fish is defined as any non-tetrapod chordate that has gills throughout its life and whose limbs, if any, are in the shape of fins. This definition encompasses approximately 35,000 known species, a number that surpasses the total count of all mammals, birds, reptiles, and amphibians combined. These species are conventionally grouped into three primary classes: the jawless fishes, agnatha, the cartilaginous fishes, chondrichthyes, and the bony fishes, osteichthyes. The jawless fishes, including lampreys and hagfish, are the most primitive, lacking a vertebral column composed of bone and having a skeleton made of cartilage. Hagfish are particularly unusual, famous for their ability to produce massive amounts of slime as a defense mechanism, a truly alien adaptation to the deep-sea muds they inhabit. Lampreys, on the other hand, are often parasitic, using a sucking disc and rows of teeth to attach to and feed on other fish. The cartilaginous fishes, chondrichthyes, include sharks, rays, skates, and chimeras. They possess skeletons made entirely of cartilage, not bone, a feature that makes them lighter and more flexible than their bony cousins. Sharks, the most famous members of this group, are apex predators that have changed remarkably little over hundreds of millions of years. Their streamlined bodies, powerful tails, and specialized skin, covered in tiny tooth-like scales called dermal denticles, make them efficient and silent hunters. Their sensory systems are legendary, including the ability to detect minute electrical fields generated by muscle contractions, thanks to specialized organs called the ampullae of Lorenzini. Rays and skates, close relatives of sharks, have evolved flat bodies for benthic, bottom-dwelling life. Their pectoral fins have expanded into wing-like structures, allowing them to glide gracefully over the seabed, often using camouflage to ambush prey. The chimeras or ghost sharks are the least known chondrichthyes, inhabiting deep waters and possessing a single gill opening and a venomous spine. The vast majority of fish species, however, belong to the bony fishes, osteichthyes, which are further divided into ray-finned fishes, actinopterygii, and lobe-finned fishes, sarcopterygii. The ray-finned fishes are the dominant group, comprising nearly 99% of all fish species. They are characterized by fins that are supported by bony rays. This group includes everything from the tiny goby and the brilliant clownfish to the massive tuna and the bizarre anglerfish. Their skeletal structure, complete with true bone, offers greater rigidity and protection. A key innovation that contributed to their evolutionary success is the swim bladder, a gas-filled organ derived from the primitive lung. This organ allows the fish to precisely control its buoyancy in the water column, enabling them to remain suspended at any depth without expending energy, a critical advantage over the cartilaginous fishes, which rely on large, oil-filled livers and constant swimming for lift. The body shapes of bony fishes are a testament to the diverse environments they occupy. Fusiform, torpedo-shaped bodies like those of tuna and swordfish minimize drag and are perfect for fast, continuous swimming in open water, pelagic zones. Laterally compressed, flattened side-to-side bodies, seen in butterfly fish and angelfish, provide maneuverability in complex habitats like coral reefs, allowing them to dart through tight crevices. Depressed, flattened top-to-bottom bodies, common in flounders and skates, are ideal for benthic living, enabling them to hide on the substrate. Eels possess filiform, thread-like bodies for navigating cracks and burrows. This morphological flexibility demonstrates the powerful role of natural selection in shaping life underwater. Fish locomotion is highly varied, primarily determined by the fin structure. The caudal fin, tail fin, is the main engine for propulsion. Different tail shapes correlate with lifestyle. Lunate, crescent-shaped, tails are found on fast, cruising fish like marlins. Forked tails, common on schooling fish like jacks, provide a good balance of speed and maneuverability. Rounded or truncate tails, seen on many reef fish, are less efficient for speed but excellent for quick turns and sudden stops. The pectoral and pelvic fins, which correspond to the fore and hind limbs of land vertebrates, are primarily used for steering, braking, and hovering. In some fish, like the lionfish, they are brilliantly large and used for display, while in others, like the flying fish, they are adapted for aerial gliding, allowing them to escape surface predators. Reproduction among fish is a vast topic, ranging from simple external fertilization to complex parental care, and even unique forms of hermaphroditism. Most fish are oviparous, meaning they lay eggs that are fertilized externally in the water column, a process known as spawning. However, many species exhibit remarkable adaptations. Mouthbirders, such as certain cichlids, carry the fertilized eggs and even the young fry in their mouths for protection, sacrificing their own feeding time for the survival of their offspring. Livebearers, viviparous or ovoviviparous, give birth to live young, a characteristic common in sharks, rays, and some bony fish like guppies. The reproductive strategies of fish are closely tied to their environment. Open water species often produce vast numbers of small, buoyant eggs that drift with the currents, while benthic or reef-dwelling species typically produce fewer, larger, and stickier eggs that are guarded or hidden. Fish have evolved sophisticated sensory systems to navigate their three-dimensional, often dark, and chemically complex world. Beyond the familiar senses of sight, smell, and taste, fish possess two remarkable senses unique to aquatic vertebrates: the lateral line system and electroreception. The lateral line is a row of neuromass, sensory hair cells, running along the side of the body, enclosed in a canal that opens to the outside through pores. This system detects minute water movements, pressure changes, and vibrations, allowing a fish to perceive its distance from obstacles, locate prey, and maintain its position within a school. Electroreception, as mentioned with sharks, is also present in some bony fish like the elephant-nosed fish, which generates a weak electric field around its body and uses specialized receptors to detect distortions in this field caused by objects or living creatures, essentially seeing in the dark or muddy water. The coloration of fish is not merely aesthetic. It is a critical tool for survival and communication. Cryptic coloration or camouflage helps fish blend into their background, such as the mottled patterns of stonefish on the seabed or the silvery sides of herring in the open water. Disruptive coloration, like the vertical bars on many reef fish, breaks up the outline of the body, making it harder for predators to distinguish the fish's shape. Warning coloration, aposematism, featuring bright, contrasting colors, e.g. the lionfish, signals toxicity or venom to potential attackers. Furthermore, color is used extensively for sexual display and species recognition, with males often displaying brighter, more elaborate patterns during mating season. Many fish can change their coloration rapidly by controlling pigment-containing cells called chromatophores, allowing for instantaneous communication or camouflage. The behavioral complexity of fish is often underestimated. Schooling, the synchronized movement of a large group of fish, is a highly evolved behavior that offers numerous advantages, primarily predator confusion, and a hydrodynamic benefit that reduces drag for individuals. The precise coordination within a school is managed primarily through the lateral line system, allowing fish to react instantly to the movements of their neighbors. Territoriality is common, particularly among reef fish like damselfish, which defend small patches of coral or rock for feeding and breeding. Migration is another spectacular fish behavior, most famously seen in salmon, which perform an incredible anadromous journey, from saltwater to freshwater to spawn, guided by their highly developed sense of smell to return to the exact stream of their birth. Eels, conversely, are catadromous, migrating from freshwater to the ocean to spawn. The ecological importance of fish is immeasurable. They form the backbone of aquatic food webs, acting as herbivores, omnivores, and carnivores, thereby regulating the populations of everything from phytoplankton to marine mammals. Herbivorous reef fish, for instance, graze on algae, preventing it from overgrowing and smothering coral, which is vital for the health of the entire reef ecosystem. Pelagic, open ocean, fish like tuna and mackerel transfer energy across vast distances, connecting disparate parts of the ocean. Furthermore, the immense global fisheries industry highlights the fish's role as a major protein source for billions of people worldwide. In recent times, fish populations face unprecedented threats, primarily from overfishing, habitat destruction, and climate change. Ocean acidification, caused by the ocean absorbing excess atmospheric carbon dioxide, disrupts the ability of some fish species, especially those with calcium carbonate structures, to thrive. Rising sea temperatures cause many species to migrate toward the poles, disrupting established ecosystems and threatening the delicate balance of coral reefs. Conservation efforts are now critical, focusing on sustainable fishing practices, establishing marine protected areas, MPAs, to allow fish stocks to recover, and mitigating the effects of pollution. To conclude, the world of fishes is a realm of infinite variety and astonishing adaptation. From the elegant flight of a manta ray to the bioluminescent